In exploring this idea of intergenerational and multi-generational dialogue on the topic of Zionism, every generation inherits the Jewish story from those who came before them, but no two generations inherit it quite the same way. History is remembered differently, questions change, language evolves, and new realities shape new perspectives. That diversity of experience is not a weakness, it is one of the great strengths of the Jewish people. Yet if generations cease listening to one another, something essential is lost. In today's conversation about Zionism, what is missing or perhaps no longer being said needs to be asked when we're talking across generations. What wisdom might we recover if intergenerational and multi-generational dialogue were intentionally a part of the conversation? The question in today's dialogue, what is missing or not said, leads to another question that might ask, what do you want to contribute? Conversations are not shaped only by scholars, journalists, politicians, or public figures. They are also shaped by lived experiences of ordinary people whose stories rarely make the headlines. Every life carries a perspective that history books cannot fully capture. So if you had the opportunity to speak directly in today's conversation about Zionism, what would you say? What experiences, memories, or lessons have shaped your understanding? And what would you want those who are framing this conversation, both within and beyond the Jewish community, to know before they tell the next chapter of our story? Every meaningful conversation has two responsibilities: the courage to speak and the willingness to listen. It is one thing to ask what older generations would contribute to today's conversation about Zionism. It is another to ask how those contributions can be heard by the generations that will carry the conversation forward. Younger Jews are not looking to inherit a world exactly as it was, nor should they be expected to. They bring their own questions, experiences, and hopes for the future. But if history is to inform tomorrow, then wisdom must be shared in a way that invites curiosity rather than demands agreement. Which leads to another important question. What does the younger generation value, and what might help them embrace the experiences, perspectives, and historical memories that Jews of their parents' and grandparents' generations can contribute to this conversation?